everyone, my name's Just Mancini, and I'm a registered psychologist working at Sojourn Psychology. And today I wanted to bring you a message about the power of thought and the power of the words that we use, particularly related to our self-talk. It's so normal right now in this time of crazy uncertainty to be feeling anxious. So taking a moment before we get to my point, just to allow yourself to validate that feeling that it's normal to be feeling this way. I think we're all feeling out of control. But the self-talk that we use can be a virtuous cycle for us to help us get through, and it can also act as a vicious cycle, making it more difficult and making those feelings of anxiety harder to cope with. And I think that this is best exemplified by this nice simple triangle here, which outlines the relationship between the way that we think, the way that we feel, and the way that we act. And there's been quite a lot of research that has gone into this in terms of the virtuous cycle, in terms of positive self-talk, positive attributions, but as well as the effect of anxiety, unhelpful, anxious thoughts. And particularly in a time like today, where it's so normal for all of us to really be feeling anxious and to be feeling those feelings in an overwhelmed sense, the manner in which we think and the manner in which we allow ourselves to think can really shape how intensely we feel the anxiety. And with that too, how in some senses debilitated we might feel by it, how out of control we might feel by it, and how that will affect the way that we act. And one thought, unhelpful pattern of thinking that I've heard from a lot of people, and this is colleagues, this is family members, peers, clients alike, is this notion of being stuck at home. So if we think about it in the context of this triad, the thought of I'm stuck here, that's a really big thought. And I wonder for you if you can take a moment to consider, how does that thought make you feel? What feelings does that automatically generate? And for me, when I think about feeling stuck, I feel anxious, I feel unsafe, I feel out of control, and all of those feelings are really overwhelming for me. And when I get really overwhelmed, it's almost like a wall comes up and it can be hard to get anything done. And so that I'm acting in ways then that maybe aren't the most efficient for me. I'm not feeling good about the way that I'm acting. I'm feeling more stuck. I'm feeling more overwhelmed and anxious, and that can become a vicious cycle. So when I talk about, or when I introduce this in terms of the power of language in the self-talk that we use, I want to talk about the power of just changing one simple word that will really shape this cycle and switch it from a vicious cycle into a virtuous one. And that's, instead of feeling stuck at home, what if we were to start saying, I'm safe at home? And I want you to take a second to really consider the difference between being able to say to yourself, I'm safe at home. What feelings does that generate for you? And for me, when I'm able to remind myself that I'm safe, I'm grateful. I feel okay. I feel grounded. And even though I still feel anxious some days, which again is okay, it helps to mitigate or lessen those feelings of anxiety so that I can continue being productive. So I wonder if today, if a goal for today or once a day or for the week, whatever seems realistic and manageable for you, is when you notice those unhelpful patterns of thinking popping up, oh, I'm stuck, to take a moment to consciously think, how could this be positive and what control do I have over this? Thank goodness I'm safe. So I do hope that all of you are safe and that you're healthy and that you're happy, and that these, considering the power of words and the power of words in our self-talk, that can be something that is useful for you to manage and get through, particularly during this difficult time. So I wish you all the best, and I will see you again soon. Thanks, bye.